with out of my tray before I came out on the set, and I was like putting it next to my engagement ring, and I was splitting them up and wearing them on different fingers. I love this idea of the instant jewelry wardrobe that wears really comfortably. I think a lot of us love the idea of stacking bangles, layering necklaces, stacking rings, but they never quite fit comfortably. Enter a set that is designed specifically for that. Now, they're not soldered together. They're meant to be broken apart if you choose. But this set of 3, if you like to do the divvy up fun math in your mind, it's $13.33 each. So this, right. Sorry. I was going to say, this is where Erin and I could just go have a cup of coffee, and then we come back in a few minutes, and she's like, you're good? You saw it? You saw the price? Great. Now, Jen, my producer Jen, is telling us that we only have a couple dozen in each size. So here, enter the building, one of our very limited options. You get 3 bands, eternity bands. So even if they spin and turn, or you kind of fiddle with them throughout the day, they always look the same. You have 2 round brilliant bands and 1 baguette band. And so when you stack them together, they all flash differently, which means it turns into this most beautiful, did I get that right? Or no?
You know, the 2 outer ones, yes, they have rounds in them. They also have
alternating round baguette.
Yep.
Got it. Thank you very much for that. This is how long we've worked together, that Erin just looks down at her hand, and I know that she's going, wait, I don't think that's right.
Well, no, because then I'm like,
No,
I
you're
bring
right.
the right ring
You're
from
100%
home?
right. Yeah, it was my notes that were wrong.
Because we do different, you know, that just says this type of a ring set is very popular in Diamonique. We've done different versions of it.
But to be clear, I made these notes before coffee.
Yeah.
So
I hear you.
proceed with caution. All right. Choices are the sterling silver, which, by the way, when I say silver, it's always rhodium plated in Diamonique. So you have that sister to platinum that is what's going to be touching your skin. And then 14 karat gold over sterling silver in sizes, I'm going to say this with crossed fingers, sizes 4 through 11, but obviously with this being clearance price, it could be more limited in some of your sizes. All right, Miss Erin, honestly, regardless of what cut they are, I just love the idea of having this insta stack.
Yeah, because then you don't have to think about it. Some people just have that ability to kind of reach into their jewelry box, grab 3 different rings, and it works.
Just works.
Sometimes you try to do that, I try to do that, and I'm like, this just doesn't fit right. It doesn't feel right in between the fingers. One's wider than the other. What am I doing wrong here? So we like to create these sets for you where they look fantastic together, as they were intended, designed to be, but then you have the ability to break them apart, and like Jen's showing you, they stand on their own.
Yeah.
I mean, if that isn't a diamond band all day long, I mean, that would be the epitome of, I'm going to save, I will, you know, I've earned this, I want to get myself that diamond band.
You have to hype yourself up. You know?
Right?
I deserve it, darn it.
Yeah, it's true though. Like, you have to, in diamonds we tend to play it safe. In Diamonique, I want you to play and have fun. And that's what a set like this does. It lets you like style it differently daily. And then you can even, you know, mix and match with the jewelry you already own. Totally. So we're making, you know, use of what you have and just bringing new life to it.
I get to finally do what Erin's been doing forever. It's like she takes her, you know, her bridal set and she mixes different pieces with it and puts the real quote unquote diamonds next to simulated diamonds, and we go, can you tell the difference, right? You know, so here's my engagement ring, and which will soon be paired with the band. So
I know, I can't wait to see the band. I even looked over it and I knew it wasn't possible. I'm like, I wonder if she's wearing it.
Yeah.
No way. What am I thinking? But I just want to see it that bad.
I know, I almost forgot what it looked like because it's been so long since we bought it, right? But anyway, right, you know, maybe you have the round solitaire, but I like, you know, especially if you have a stone that sits a little bit higher, that you can nestle one of these bands next to her. You may even bridge on either side, bookend on either side. And just to kind of show you, it holds its own beautifully. You don't look at this and go, oh, I see which one is the simulated diamonds. And sometimes the actual diamonds are outshone by the simulated diamonds as well. But for $39.99, let's assume that you wear, I'm making this up because I don't know all the sizes that are available, but let's say your ring finger is a size 7 and all we have is an 8. You get the 8, you put it on the index finger. Like, this is one where you just kind of play and have fun. Oh, and good news, we actually have sizes 5 through 10. It's the bookends that are usually the first to go. And they're all getting limited at this point, so
think outside the box here. I like that idea. You know, to be able to wear an eternity band on a pointer finger, you just get more credit for the stones. You see them go all the way around. Or go for like a pinky finger ring too, and that's a really fun way to add a little bit of sparkle. Maybe you have your favorite ring that you don't want to take off your ring finger. A band like this works really well to kind of spread the sparkle across the hand.
I just want to make sure I clarify because I totally said that wrong. It is a square cut in the middle, baguette and rounds on either side.
Yep.
Okay, square cut in the middle, baguettes and rounds. Which I should have caught, honestly, because square cuts are one of my favorites. Square, asher, baguettes, emeralds, any of the ones that are a little bit more, I call them geometric. Technically, that's not true, but like, angled.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons why they're among my favorites is because there's no cheating. You can't create so much brilliance in a square cut to trick the eye out of seeing inclusions or yellowing. And the beautiful thing is there is no such thing as an imperfect stone in Diamonique. And whatever imperfect stones do exist in Diamonique, we don't use them. So you have these flawless stones, all the same size, nestled together beautifully. And what I always love in Diamonique, they will never make an eternity band if you'll feel it significantly in between the fingers. So it's extremely comfortable. They don't turn, and instead you find yourself like looking down at your hand so much more because it looks so pretty. But oh my gosh, at $40. What I've learned very quickly is that over on QVC too, we get to see a lot of bargains that we would never be able to show you on QVC, our sister station, because they would last 30 seconds, and that is very tricky to plan a show that way. So we're going to give you the benefit.
We'd be hustling through that.
Yes,
show.
we would.
Yeah.
All right, J434112 is your item number. I understand that this has been really popular, but here's what I also want to call out, because in a similar vein, given the mixed cuts, Jen gave me the update that a lot of you are shopping the over 9 carat. So good.
That's
the
great.
over 9 carat tennis bracelet. This is where we really start to kind of stretch the definition of a tennis bracelet, because it's so mixed in its cut that it becomes more of a couture piece, a bespoke piece, than it does something that you would expect to see. So putting these two together and not exceeding $100, are you kidding? Like, that to me is remarkable. But the rings have been really, really popular. 3 dozen or less in each size and in each color. You actually, let's see Erin's hand again, if we don't mind, because I'm wearing the silver and I would love for everybody to see the yellow. I know when we present Diamonique, silver is often the first to go, just because that's kind of how Diamonique started, and so a lot of people think in that vein. But oh my gosh, if you're that gold gal, you tune in on gold days and you miss the days of affordable gold.
Yeah.
I do too, I get it. 14 karat gold and Diamonique. And I love how Erin always says, when you get a compliment on your diamonds, it's up to you if you just want to go, thanks, or, oh, it's Diamonique. We won't tell.
Just depends how much time I have.
Right?
Because I'll get into the story. You don't always have that much time.
Okay, Erin comes back.